Welcome friends in lecture 3 science lesson 2 acid base and salt. Now in today's lecture we are going to start with another form of reactions. In this particular lecture we are going to learn in starting with respect to acid and base, that is how do acid and base react, how do acids and base reacts with each other, reacts with each other. So this is a question that how do acid, generally the reaction, first of all, as we are writing every time as in general reaction, so we are going to write the general reaction, that is general reaction for acid and base. So general reaction is acid reacts with base to give as common as salt and water, salt plus water. This is a common reaction for acid and base. This is a general reaction and this happens for each and every acids and base. So we will take some examples like acid, we are going to take it as HCl. So in examples we are going to take HCl in aqueous condition reacts with base, base we are going to take it as an NaOH, as an NaOH gives salt. That means the metal ions is positive and negative ions of acid, that is going to be NaCl in aqueous condition plus water molecules, that is H2O in form of a liquid. So this is how it turns to. We can take one more example for acid and base. We can take sulfuric acid if we want, sulfuric acid H2SO4, right, reacting with another base, that is suppose calcium hydroxide. If we take calcium hydroxide, they are also in aqueous condition, this is also in aqueous condition, reacts to form calcium sulfate CaSO4 in aqueous condition, fine, and water molecules are formed, H2 in form of a liquid. So this is an acid, this is an base, this is salt which is formed, and this is water molecule. So here this reactions happens, right, as we have seen, this is how the reactions happen. So every time the acid reacts with base gives salt and water. In salt, positive ion is from metal ion and negative ion is from the acid side, and this is a type of reaction which happens. Another is the reaction with metal oxides with base. So we will take that also. Metal oxides reacts with base, metal oxides reacts with base. In metal oxide reacting with respect to base, what happens, we will take one example, general reaction first of all. So I will write in short general reaction. In general reaction with respect to, it gives metal oxide reacting with acid gives us salt and water. Now if you see, the same type of a reaction is seen, that a metal oxide reacts with acid gives salt and water. That shows that the metal oxide must be basic by its nature. So yes, all the metal oxide, whichever metal oxides you take, all the metal oxides in nature are always basic by its nature. We can take any of the example as we have taken it before also, like calcium hydroxide. Calcium is a metal hydroxide reacting with acid gives salt and water, right. So metal oxides we can take any one of them, these are hydroxide, basically we will take oxides also. We can take sodium Na2O as a metal oxide reacting with HCl, right, gives salt and water. So here it comes to as an NaCl plus H2. So we have to make this as balance as twice, here and here also it turns to twice. So twice it makes 2 times sodium, 2 times sodium, 2 times chlorine, 2 times chlorine, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen and 1 oxygen. So this is balance. So this is a metal oxide, and this metal oxide is basic by its nature. So in nature all the metal oxides are basic, learn this, all the metal oxides are basic by its nature, basic by its nature. In the same manner, non-metal oxides reacts with base. Non-metal oxides reacts with base. Sorry, this will be acid. So in terms here, we'll take general reaction. So non-metal oxides reacts with base to give salt and water. That here also it shows about non-metal oxide that it must be acidic by its nature. This must be acidic by its nature. So yes, we will take some examples of non-metal oxide. Non-metal sulfur, so sulfur dioxide is an acidic by its nature. Nitrogen is a non-metal, so nitrogen oxide NO2 is again an non-metal oxide which is acidic by its nature, forming nitric acid. This is forming sulfuric acid. Fine. PO2 gas, that is PO4 3 minus. This is reacting with water molecules turning to phosphoric acid. So even carbon dioxide forming a carbonic acid. So these all non-metal oxides are acidic by its nature. They are all acidic by its nature, and clearly it shows that they are acidic by nature. In the reaction also we can make sure this non-metal oxide SO4 and all reacts. So Na we will take SO2 suppose. So SO2 reacting with base will take NaOH, reacts to form salt and water. So in forming salt, this is supposed to be Na2SO4, right? Na2SO4 plus water molecules H2O. So this is, we have to make it twice, right? We have to make it twice here. So 2 times oxygen and all, and we need to balance this. Basically it forms sulfurous acid, SO4 2 minus, here it is. So we need to balance this out later on, but you need to just understand this is an acidic by its nature, right? This is basic by its nature. This is salt which is supposed to be formed, and this is water molecules. Fine. So this is how it turns to all of them. This is our acidic by it. So we need to learn that all metal oxides are non-metal oxides are acidic by its nature, and all metal oxides are basic by its nature. All non-metallic oxides are acidic by its nature, and all metallic oxides are basic by its nature. Furthermore, next we are going to see that how do acid and base behave in common. So what do all acids and base have in common? Right. So this is another topic. In this particular thing, they have in common is the property of forming ions. So we'll say have property of forming ions, right? Ions means cations and anions. Cations are positively charged ones and anions are negatively charged ones. So forming positive and negative ions. How do it happen? So in terms of passing electric current inside the solution of either acids or either base, they form positive and negative ions. Suppose if we take sulfuric acid H2SO4, right, it reacts with water molecules, and if the electric current is passed, they get ionized and forming it as an hydronium ion H3O plus and SO4 minus 2 minus. As if also it does not pass electric current, also they get ionized. So because of the forming of ions, their electric current passing is possible. Otherwise pure water, nothing is supposed to pass in, right? So no electric current is going to pass and in pure water, but in case of acids, yes, the electric current is passed because of the property of forming ions. In the same case, if we can take HCl also. HCl reacting with H2O, this will be twice and this also will be twice, forming H2SO4 is going to be H3O plus Cl minus. So this is a property of forming ions in terms of acid. So because of this property, the electric current is passing. In the case of base also, if you will take, in case of base, if I take NaOH, in terms of base, they also get ionized in the presence of water molecules, forming Na plus OH minus. We can take calcium hydroxide also, CaOH twice, forming Ca2 plus 2 times OH minus. We can take magnesium also in the presence of water molecules H2O. This is also in the presence of H2O, forming KOH and MgOH. We can take an example. We can take KOH, potassium hydroxide, in the presence of H2O, forming K plus ions plus OH minus. Right, in the same way magnesium hydroxide Mg, these are the examples given inside your book, so I am taking it H2O, this is Mg2 plus OH minus. So this is how this can be ionized, right? So this is an ionization property of base and this is an ionization property of acid. We have taken certain examples for acid and we have taken certain examples for base. Fine, because of the ionization. Now if we take and suppose glucose, like why they ask a question, why the electric current, if you put glucose inside the solution, electric current does not pass. Now if we take C6H12O6, this is glucose. In case of glucose, putting in the form of inside the water does not ionize, does not form ions. Whether we will write does not form ions, right? Does not form ions. So because of this, as is even in the case of alcohol also, that is C2H5OH, in the presence of water molecules, this also does not form ions. We will take the same answer for both. Does not form ions. That means does not form ions means does not ionize. Does not ionize. And because of it does not form any positive or negative ions, is not capable of passing electric current. So you need to write down that in case of glucose, this is alcohol and glucose. In the case of alcohol and glucose, does not pass electric current because they does not ionize, does not form positive and negative ions. Fine. I hope so you understood this much part, right? And in terms of acid and base also, okay, why they are capable of forming. So we'll take the next topic next time of pH. Thank you for this particular lecture.